Can't really think of anything off the top of my head. Chat, what else is cheesy? Huskars, yeah, well, the Oracle's already been banned out, so I think there's less a threat of that as a Shadow Fiend. That's a fairly nice pickup for Winstrike. It's just, it's a lot of extra damage being put out. If Mars commits to this Arena of Blood, you know, the Shadow Fiend's on the outside there as well, you know, you can put your razors in. Obviously, the Requiem of Souls, being able to do a lot of bursts. They're slow as well on the attack speed as well as the movement speed there from the Requiem, and as well as the minus armor.
5 seconds.
So Shadow Fiend, it's a good hero. Here, you know, it means that the Enchantress, if you're going to be going toe-to-toe with the Enchantress at some point, you don't need to rely on right-clicks and that being slowed by the Untouchable. You do have a lot of burst damage coming out with the Razors, obviously with the Yoga Magi and his spells, Rubik and his spells, and whatever the Rubik can steal there as well. So Enchantress, it's not the greatest lineup to fight into here for Winstrike, but also, if you survive the burst damage coming out, you do have the Nature's Attendants for the heals. So if you can survive that initial burst so far with Winstrike's lineup, you know, there is a good chance that you can keep your team healthy. I've seen Enchantresses going for the Guardian's Greaves as well, getting a quick mech. And then going for, like I say, going for the Guardian's Greaves. So that's an extra little bit of health and regeneration coming through from the Enchantress, if that is indeed the plan. So Khan, what are they looking for here? What is going to be? Because I'm pretty sure, unless it's Mars, you could run the Mirana mid as well. Do you run the Mirana into a Shadow Fiend though? And that's Winstrike committing for the pos 2. So you can still run this Mirana. Like I say, if you were even planning to run it mid, you can then shift it to the 4, or the Mars, put that in the position 3. I like Khan's lineup. Just the idea of the draft at the minute, it's just really flexible. But what else could they be going for? The
Faceless Void.
Okay, I can, yeah. Like, if you get a good Arena of Blood off, you can set the Chronosphere up afterwards, just to kind of add to the time that the people are trapped. You know, you can't really do it the other way around because it's half of the mass to get the Arena of Blood up around the Chronosphere. But Faceless Void into, so that is going to be the pos 1, you know, pick up this Faceless Void.
5 seconds.
And again, a great way to deal with the burst that's come out so far on Winstrike. If you take a whole lot of burst damage and you're able to time walk it away, then you kind of reset on Faceless Void. It means you can try and turn around and come back in. Timbersaw. Oof. The thing that Khan doesn't have is a lot of burst down. Well, the Spear. Enchantress doesn't really need the attack speed because of the impetus. Mirana does have her own arrow as well as the Starstorm, so that's a decent amount of damage. Your Faceless Void as well. If you can get some sort of squeaky chair, some sort of, I mean, Enchantress can go for the Blightstone as well. So Blightstone helps deal with the initial Timbersaw reactive armor quite well. They just need an insta-stun, I think, on Khan, because Mirana, if you can land the arrows, cool. Faceless Void, if you can get the bashes, cool. Mars, if you can land the spears, cool. But I think you need something like
Radiant's pick, Dire's pick.
Ooh.
Riki.
Yeah, you definitely need, with a Riki now that can jump out of the Arena of Blood, you definitely need some sort of guaranteed stun. Or even a silence. Death Prophet wouldn't be too bad. You get that AoE silence off. It's a good tower pusher with the Exorcism. Crypt Swarm is a decent amount of burst damage there as well to help deal with the Timbersaw.
5 seconds.
What else? 10 seconds left. Looking at it, I still think they're going to be picking up the position 2 here. Oh, God, you know what I've not done?
Templar
TA?
assassin.
All set.
Okay.
Take your pick.
Right. So, in-game can now hear me as well. Well, that's... Templar Assassin. It's... Your refraction charges are going to be good against the Shadow Fiend. You can try and look to get some denies to stop the Shadow Fiend from stealing souls early. With the damage that you can put out in right clicks onto the Timbersaw as well. We'll have to actually... I want to see what the Minus Armor comes out with on Arrow here. But in terms of lineups, it depends how good this Ricky and the Timbersaw can play. But I'm still leaning towards Khan, purely for the draft. I think it... Well, obviously it's going to come down to how DK Focus and Chicky and Young G can play around this lineup. Kicked... That's a good, solid, tanky support. TSA as well with the Rubik. He's got some decent spells to steal. But... I don't know. I think Khan still needed lockdown here. Like, guaranteed lockdown. I know they have lockdown. As long as they hit the skill... the skill shots. But... Yeah, so what's the minus armor on the meld? 8.
Everybody get set.
Probably going to go for a Desolator as well, which is another 7?
You've been voided.
6. 6 for 7 seconds. I knew there was a 7 in there somewhere. So yeah, looking at 14. Enchantress can go for the Blightstone. Actually gone straight for the headdress.
You didn't see that?
So yeah, this is more than likely... Oh, 2 headdresses? Okay. This is more than likely the position 5. Any sentries? Let's take a look at the items. Yeah, so no sentries. So you can go for the pipe as well. I expect the Marana to go for the pipe. Enchantress to go for the mech. Meanwhile, the Canada on the same side on Winstrike as well. So Ogre Magi has himself a headdress, which again, does he go for the mech or the pipe, or is this just going to be a casual headdress? Because Ogre Magi could probably build both, but the Rubik has already picked up the headdress. It could just be a casual headdress for one of them. This is going to be really good for the Ogre Magi. You look at that, it's 8 health regen with his 7 armor. So even that, it's going to be pretty hard to fight into with potentially the Mars here. Though God's Rebuke is quite a nice skill. Okay, let's see what they're going to do. Well, they're going to be able to find Ricky at least. Yeah, still stealing shrines. Is TSA going to try and go for this? Naive is here, does have the vision, but there's only Rubik. And TSA...
30 seconds to go.
Yeah, Timbersaw's still here on the other side of the river, so TSA will be able to pick up this outpost. Naive, just trying to eat himself through the trees.
Why prolong the inevitable?
You mad? 'Cause I am.
So let's see, actually, nobody's going to rotate. Naive's not even going to try and risk this. Not sure where the rest of the heroes are on the side of the Radiant, so it is just going to be the 2 for 2 rune trade. Now, mid lane matchup. Shadow Fiend has gone for the razors first. So not picked up the Necromastery just yet. And Enchantress even looking to do a little bit of harass. Not picked anything up just yet. Gonna go for the TP. I thought she might, try and backstab, get a little bit of harass onto the Shadow Fiend. Young G here up against Arrow in the mid lane. There is the ward there as well, spotted. So Arrow got his regen ferried in, and in fact, Youngji not bringing anything in himself. Bottom lane, though, there's going to be a little bit of fight breaking out. Are they going to be able to get off? There's going to be a God's Rebuke. Cheshire Cat going to be slowed down, so this Ignite's already coming out into Cheshire Cat, and now just needs to run himself away from this, because he's taking a lot of damage. The backstab coming through from the Ricky there as well, with this Blink Strike. How long are the cooldown on the charges? 25 seconds at level 1. Oh, Arrow's going to be onto the Ricky now as well. God's Rebuke does come out. So Chicky is going to be taking a face full of damage here now as well. And kicked. Just, again, a big, strong, tanky hero. So he's going to be able to take this harass for a little bit, at least until he runs out of regen. And when Yamich starts to pick up that Starstorm, it might be a little bit more scary for Kicked. But Kicked at the minute, he's not scared of walking up to Yamich. Arrow comes through, it's going to be onto the range creep. And Yamich, he's going to be ignited, chased down. The right clicks come through from Kicked. Kicked not actually picked up the Orb of Venom just yet. As mid lane, once again, Youngji, Arrow is just going to be trading hits here now as well with those refraction charges. Going to be really easy for him to sustain through the razors. Youngji just needs to pick up the souls where he can. But Yamich, what's he got himself? Just a clarity. Kicked. Again, you look at the harass, he's taking not really a lot in terms of what he's regenning though. What's that, about 30 damage, 20 damage per hit from Mirana? Meanwhile, top lane, TSA is getting pretty darn low, but Pubba as well, he's being chased down. No more Will and Death, and Timber Chain not there to go on Pubba. TSA, both heroes going to be able to regen, but out of active regen here, Enchantress. And bottom lane, again, it's just trades all the time, and now Chicky will be the target for the damage. As Cheshire Cat, level 2, actually went for the Bulwark instead of the Spear of Mars. Usual build we've been seeing is like maxing out the God's Rebuke and the Spear before getting any points into the Bulwark. But at the minute, just happy to be... oh, top lane. Is there going to be another engagement? Oh, okay, Enchantress back. Naive, he's just rotating over the XP. But yeah, at the minute, Cheshire Cat's just happy to put 1 point into the Bulwark. Maybe because of the damage, it means he can face off against the Ricky. Top lane, again, Pubba's trying to do what he can against Fogus, and he's not going to go for a Blightstone here. He's just trying to, oh, the courier, this could be in danger actually. Is Pubba going to be able to get it? One more right click, it does get it off onto the courier.
Poor little fella.
Poor little fella. As mid lane, Youngji, he's sitting top, and actually the raise is coming through. The refraction charges just weren't there at that time. He's getting low on his health here, Youngji, but he does have a bottle for regen. As Arrow, is he looking for a bottle of his own? It's just going to be mangoes, so he's just waiting. Top lane, again. Pubba as well as TSA trading hits. Fogus trying to do what he can with the Will and Death. And Naive obviously has to come in close to try and get those last hits. So Fogus even.
That's a first.
Of course.
Unseen this.
Bottom lane. Yeah, there's going to be the rotation down, though. Youngji is going to be able to find himself a haste. So this enchant, not going to be working here. Youngji is going to try and get in. The right clicks, though. There might be enough damage here with the regen from the bottle. Who's going to take it? Fairy Fire on the Templar Assassin. Keeps him alive. An Arrow able to get another kill. Top lane, again. Fogus just coming in deep. He's got 2 points into the reactive armor now as well. Got himself the Orb of Venom. I'm surprised that Shadow Fiend, he popped the haste rune and he just stuck around. He was trying to commit for the kill onto the Templar Assassin in the mid lane. It just wasn't to be. Meanwhile, bottom lane, again, getting aggressive. Yamich, though, does have one charge in the leap. Are they going to try and go for this as Pubba will take down TSA on the top lane? It looks like they won't. And now the return fight, Fogus. Timber Chain, ow, Naive. Took the tree before Fogus could go to it. That was actually a really pro move. Runes, it looks like Arcan gonna get all 4. They get 2. Ooh, TSA is gonna TP up. Pubba, is there gonna be telekinesis in time? There's not, and Pubba able to pick up 3. They just leave that bouncy rune bottom lane. Are they gonna try and go on this? And Ricky, though, is gonna be speared to the tree now as well, and it looks like Kicked just trying to step in between, but there's gonna be the leap forward now as well. And Chicky still not level 6, so still doesn't have that invis now as well, but he's gonna get real low. Mid lane. Okay, Arrow, it looked like he was going top lane, though. We might see another engagement as TSA is still taking damage. It's only level 3, and Champ comes out. There's going to be the Timber Chain, though, as well, so Fogus will be able to get himself away. As Pubba, yeah, it's only 1 point into the impetus so far, so it's 6 seconds between cooldown on that shot. Bottom lane, Yamich, Ignite comes out. Is there going to be any return kills? As it looks like Pubba in the river. Doing a little bit of pulling, but it's going to be Young G with the Arcane Rune. He's going to bottle up and pick that one up. That's going to be a really nice rune for him, just with these raises once he pops it. You know, it's going to make farming so much easier. Pubba is rotating over, but could be in a little bit of trouble. Could be in a lot of trouble, actually. The telekinesis, the drag back, one more right click, and Young G. Well, I'm not sure what he was doing there, Pubba. But, wrong place, wrong time, my friend. Oh, the leap forward with the Starstorm now as well. Tricks of the Trade comes out, so Ricky will survive a little bit longer on this bottom lane. And Yamich has 2 leaps and Arrow on the Starstorm coming off. If you can get that point blank off onto the Ricky, maybe with the God's Rebuke, they could find the kill. But again, he's regenerating up. The spear actually hits onto the Ogre Magi, pins him to the tower. And Yamich not wanting to dive underneath towers for the kills. Arrow, only just off the mark, and Yamich, if they could have caught that, probably would have been able to get the kill. But now the spear, the stun onto Ogre Magi, Starstorm comes through, it's not enough. Yamich, though, will get that last right click with the God's Rebuke as well. Just enough to finish this kill. Fogus still bothered about harassing out as Pubba from the back lines. Well, this Centaur Conqueror, Timber Chain as well. The Stomp comes onto the Timber Saw. So the Centaur will be able to get back underneath this tier 1 tower. Rubik in the mid lane. Up against Arrow. Arrow's having a really good time. 28 souls onto the Shadow Fiend there as well, so that is max souls for level 3. Bottom lane. Spear comes through onto the Ricky. There's going to be the TP through from Kicked, and Yamich had already backed off to do a little bit of de-warding. But are they going to be able to get Cheshire Cat now as well? Cheshire Cat trying to run himself away back. Blink Strike comes through. Arrow, it's actually going to hit. And now, is there any mana for the Starstorm? There is, but the stun comes through from the Ogre Magi. Takes us a trade now as well. Yamich is going to be able to get himself away. And Ricky still not level 6, so no. One more leap. Maybe it doesn't have the mana for it. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, they're chasing down Arrow, but they won't be able to find the kill. Oh, there's an invis bottom now as well. The traps come through. Yeah, Young G's going to be able to get the denies. Arrow's going to be able to get this. The trap comes through. He's going to be able to get that invis rune as well. Takes it away from Young G. The right clicks on Arrow. Those refraction charges still sticking up. Is kicked. Everybody's so low on this bottom lane in terms of either mana or health. Arrow! Oof. Chicky just moves himself away. Cheshire Cat, the Blink Strike comes through now as well. Body blocks here from Yamich. God's Rebuke as well. Pushes him back a little bit. And Ricky, the leap forward. So Chicky, he's getting his farm. How many last hits is he on? 39. And Mars is only just a little bit behind with 33. You will lose out on a lot now having to go back to base. Young G, if we take a look at the net worth, 200 in front of Templar Assassin. Because, yeah, only 6 last hits. So, yeah, that's about right. But TA now will be able to get these. If there's any stacks in the jungle, I think Marana is helping to make those now as well. So that's going to be a decent power spike for Arrow. He's already got the Blightstone. Yeah, it's just going to be clarities, it looks like. Yeah. Coming up for the TA. As I wonder if he goes Blink Dagger or Desolator first. He's not having a bad time, so if he wants to start roaming, Blink Dagger wouldn't be too bad. As meanwhile, on the bottom lane, there's going to be the leap forward. Yamich now as well. Blink Strike, though, as well. He leaps himself out of the Tricks of the Trade. So Chicky, just not able to find that kill. Probably would have been enough with one more right-click.
You know the drill.
Yep, no creeps there. Templar Assassin had already taken them. As meanwhile, do they have the vision? They do here. Bottom lane, though, they do find the kill onto Cheshire Cat. As TA still didn't go back for that bottle.
Dyer's top tower, you know the drill. The Dyer might want to mine their top tower.
So 3 for 3. It's a chill game at the minute. Oh, they're going to be able to see Young G. The TPs are going to be coming in from the Ogre Magi, and it looks like they're just going to instantly run away because the Rubik was already here as well. So that would have been a 2v3 fight on the Radiant side of the river.
One last top tower.
No, don't stop.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Okay, Shadow Fiend actually went back to farm. But Pubba needs to be careful because if this telekinesis comes off, the raises could be there. What's Arrow gone for here? Gone for the Blink Dagger, actually. Just holding it back on the courier. Doesn't want to show it just yet. There's both supports in the jungle, as opposed to supporting, the cause, kicked. And TSA are here. There's going to be the rotation over by Focus now as well. The spear stolen by the Rubik. Not that long of a pin.
Shadows take us.
Oh, are they going to go for a gank here? Moonlight Shadow coming out. Where are the sentries in the river though as well? They spotted it out. They ping it there as well. So Timbersaw is going to rotate in. But you have 5 heroes on the side of Khan. Rotating into this mid lane. Oh, okay. Faceless Void. Going to move himself away. Ricky, they're going to rotate down. Does anyone have any reveal? Yeah, okay. Cheshire Cat has the Dust of Appearance. They could make this happen as long as there's nothing to blink strike through. Chicky, yeah, the reveal is going to be there. He's going to pop the Arena of Blood. He does now as well. The Trick to the Trade comes out, and it looks like Ricky can't get himself outside of the Arena of Blood, and now the Starstorm comes through as well. He's able to blink strike himself away to the Rubik. Spear pins Mars to the tree. He's going to have his own medicine turned on him. As the rotations quickly come through from Winstrike, able to turn that fight around. Mid lane, though. Are they going to be able to take down Focus? He's going to get the Timber Chain now away. Requiem of Souls gets dropped. Was that? That was a Chronosphere there as well. And it looks like, are they going to go further? The Blink Strike comes through. Tricks of the Trade. It's not going to be enough. And now Yamich with the salve. The arrow flies through. Is it going to be on the mark? It does hit now as well. Ricky, the right clicks. He's just underneath the tower. That's going to be enough. An arrow gets the return kill. They might even find Kicked here now as well. He's being slowed down. The Centaur Stomp will come out. And it looks like the enchant, well, with the mana now as well. I think they're trying, it looks like, where did it go? The blink comes out as well. Where did the enchant from the Rubik go? It doesn't actually matter because he still get the kill. Oh, he took it. He took the Centaur. I thought he slowed somebody down. But yeah, he just took the Centaur away. Look for that stomp. It wasn't enough to keep the Ogre Magi alive. It did get him out though. So that's good for the Rubik. Maybe. He's going to steal. Yeah, this is going to be a back and forth here.
Dire's mid towers have technical difficulties.
On this Centaur, just keep passing it back and forth between teams. Mars is going to get stumped, and that might actually be enough with the Timbersaw here now as well. Cheshire Cat is going to be able to get himself away. There is Arena of Blood. He misses his spear. Focus. He's going to be bashed up. That is going to be a great timing on the bash though. Naive getting really lucky with that one.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty.
There's Yamich on the bottom lane. Went back for a Blightstone of his own. Enchantress didn't.
Dire's mid towers haven't.
So Mirana, oh, there could be a fight into the Dire jungle. As it looks like Templar Assassin with the Blink Dagger was able to get himself away. Getting close to the Desolator now as well. About halfway.
No break.
Just over halfway there.
Structures like this.
DD in the river. If SF wants to take it and come down, TSA's here now with the Centaur of his own. Telekinesis comes out. Is there going to be any follow-up? Looks like they're just going to back themselves away. Arrow still looking for the Desolator now as well. Ricky has changed lanes. Going towards the Diffusal Blade. He's 1 or 2 camps away from that. I think after this camp, it should only be 1 more.
Guess what's happening to Dire's bottom tower?
Yeah, so he's going to be what? About 50 gold after this creep. Mars will not see him. I think he went invis just in time. As bottom lane, Yamich is going to get gone on, but he's going to be able to leap himself away. Faceless Void, how far is the Chronosphere? He does have that Chronosphere. That's a nice pickup on the Dragon Scale there as well. So Naive, just going to be doing a little bit of farming. Mid lane, it looks like everybody from both teams just happy to with the status quo at the minute, just to do a little bit of farming, find the next big item. Fogus has TP'd in to push this lane back, take the pressure off to the tier 1 tower, because it is pretty darn low. And quite close to being killed off. In the jungle. The Ignite's going to be there. It's going to cancel. I think that was a salve there on the Faceless Void. It was pretty much complete anyway. As TSA as well as the rest of Winstrike are going to be able to take these stacks away from Arrow.
Prize is mine.
It was about 300 away from... Oh, the Blink. Dodged off the Ignite. That's quite nice. Moonlight Shadow is here. They do have pretty much all of the ultimates apart from Enchantress, who's not picked hers up just yet. Top lane though. Yeah, they're going to be able to find the kill there. Tricks of the trade. As well as the Fade Bolt. Looks like they had the reveal. Yamich, what are they going to be able to do here now? Because there is going to be a fight breaking out. They take down the Enchantress there as well. With the burst damage coming through from the Timber Saw, it looks like Naiv's just going to be backing himself away. With the DD here now as well, it looks like they might just be giving up this tier 2 tower here on the top lane, Khan.
Dire's top tower, you know the drill. Dire's got one last top tower.
So Fogus, how's he looking in terms of net worth? Nearly 7k. It's not bad for him. He's going to be able to get towards... Well, he's got himself his hood. Got himself his mana boots. Plate mail there as well. Arrow needs to be careful. There is a sentry about if he tries to go for the meld play. Yeah, just going to back himself away. Just blink himself out of that. That's the safe play. Does have the Desolator now, which is going to really amplify the damage he can output. Oh, Ricky. Never mind, they're not going to go for the fight. There is a rotation through here now as well. The smoke. They're not actually going to go for this. There is 2 points into the Fire Blast, which is a good setup for the Telekinesis. Are they going to go into Roshan? They have the Desolator up. They have the... Who has the Blightstone? Did they sell? I'm sure Mirana had the Blightstone. Did she sell it for the Voidstone? Okay. Makes sense. You're going to be able to put out meld damage here onto Roshan now as well. There's going to be maybe the rotation up. Yeah, there's going to be a massive timber chain forward now as well. Yamich is going to see it. Are they going to be able to do anything with this now as well? They instantly kill off the Enchantress. All that burst damage coming out. Roshan, he's really low. Roshan's going to be taken down by the Radiant, but it's going to be stolen here by the Dire. And Arrow, this might be a quick nice. He's going to go for the TP away, and now everybody else. Yamich, is he going to be able to get his TP away before the Telekinesis? It looks like everybody apart from the Mars and the Enchantress get themselves out. As Chicky has that Diffusal Blade now. And a DD. Well, Arrow. Oh, the blink away. No damage came out because of the refraction charges. So still able to blink himself away. Got real lucky there that he still has those refraction charges up. Yeah, Timbersaw's got the Lotus Orb. That's quite nice. Shadow Fiend picked up Drums and Manta. Going towards a Skadi there as well. So 8-5. It's not been the most fighty game. Oh, what's gonna happen? Arrow, maybe? No, nothing yet. Okay. They do see there's a Sentry Ward nearby. The Chronosphere comes out. It's going to catch Chicky just on the end of it. The fight's going to go through. They take down the Ricky already. And now, are they going to be turning? There's going to be an Arena of Blood in the next 8 seconds, but it looks like they're not going to be able to commit in time for this. Let's focus. Yeah, this Sentry, this is still doing work. But unfortunately, Ricky did get caught out there. Mars, they're going to steal both outposts just in time for the double XP. That's quite nice. Young G's going to be able to get himself, bottle himself a haste rune. Oh, I think they try and chase this one down. Focus in the creeps. If you get it, because it's a level 4 Sacred Arrow. Yep, they're going to go with the right-click focus. He just barely walks himself away from this arrow, but with the pipe, as well as his reactive armor, he's going to be able to survive through a lot of punishment. In fact, arrow, they're going to be able to pop the Aegis. They've got the silence off. Are they going to be able to do the damage with the tricks of the trade now as well? They will be able to kill off the Templar Assassin for a second time. So Winstrike on the brink of the 10 kills.
Mid-tower could use a little help.
Looking to break that 10-kill barrier.
Mid-tower won't last much longer. Hope the Dire weren't partial to that mid-tower.
So yeah, arrow comes out onto focus. He's going to take it to the face, but without a TA, which is one of the major damage dealers, it looks like Khan just have to sit back and watch this tier 3 tower go down. In fact, are they going to carry on going here for Rax? It's still another 19 seconds. If TA had buyback, would have already bought back to slow this push down. Arena of Blood comes through, but it's not going to stop the SF from being able to right-click these Rax down. So that's going to be a mid lane of Rax going through. Faceless Voice trying to do what he can on the bottom lane, just to try and trade off a little bit of farm, and maybe a tier 2 tower, but it doesn't really matter because Winstrike, really comfortable position for them though, and able to take themselves a mid lane of Rax. And they might smoke and go back in. The silence comes out onto the Mars, tricks in the trade now as well. Are they going to be able to do the damage with the telekinesis, even using the chakram? Mars does have the buyback, but Winstrike have the momentum. Yeah, they might just look to take another tier 3 tower, maybe go for a second set of racks. They don't have... Well, it's going to be coming up now again, the Chronosphere. Traps every few seconds as well.
Trouble brewing at Radiant's bottom tower.
Arena of Blood is there once the Mars comes back alive. But... Yule Scepter, it's quite a nice item for the Marauder. But at the minute, it's just... Winstrike have better fight. In fact, bottom lane, Naive was able to time walk himself away, and Cheeky doesn't chase. They see Focus here as well, but there's nothing they could really do about it because he's so tanky with the Hood of Defiance. Did anyone pick up a pipe? Not yet. Both supports just still sitting on the headdresses. Pubba, what's he got in terms of net worth? Not a whole lot, to be quite honest. Not a whole lot. This Arrow, still looking for farm. Looking towards that BKB, and you can see how Khan have to move. They're moving in a tight-knit group. They've got Mars, who's pushing towers out, but the rest of his team aren't too far away if a fight breaks out. Though if a fight breaks out, Mars is probably dead within the first couple of seconds. As Young G looking to push down this tier 2 tower. If we take a look at the damage just coming out to this tier 2, how quickly it's fallen here to Young G. Being Bloodless is up with the souls now as well. Khan need to come back and defend this, otherwise this is going to be another tier 3 tower. The arrow comes out and Timbersaw just says, you know what, I'll tank it. I don't care, I will just sit here and tank it.
Can't do nothing about Dire's structures right now. Dire's bottom tower's getting the business.
Fortification going to be used now on the backlines. They are going to be able to find the Rubik. That was a nice kill. Are they going to carry on going a little bit further? Is there going to be a Chronosphere? Yamich leaps himself forward. He's looking for Young G. He's going to be able to get that arrow off. There's still the time walks coming out now as well. Just looking to close this gap, but it looks like Shadow Fiend. Oh, the Blink Strike comes through. They are going to be able to find the Faceless Void. There's going to be the pushback from the Mars arrow. There's going to be the Sacred Arrow off the mark, though, even with that Yule Scepter. Young G in the Arena of Blood with the Fear coming through now as well. He still will be killed off. Timber Chain does miss. Is Timbersaw going to be able to get himself away? The right click's coming through. This minus armor, he doesn't really care. He's sitting at plus 13 still. So they find themselves 2 kills here at the side of Khan. But they just can't get themselves through this Timbersaw. He's such a tanky dude. The health regen as well. Let's see what point blank, like 0 reactive armor regen is. Okay, let's not, because he's still right clicking and being right clicked by the creeps. I just want to see what it is when it wears off. And a Titan Sliver as well. He's not actually going to take that as his item. Van Brace, that's quite nice. Is it strength? No, yeah, he's got it on agility. That's really nice for the extra attack speed on a Faceless Void. Titan Sliver on Young G though as well. Roshan, 38 seconds. Telekinesis comes out. There's going to be the quirky. So what is that called? The clumsy, not the quirky net. Arrow was able to just BKB himself out of danger. Oh, Orb of Destruction. That's like a next level Dragon Scale. That's going to help on focuses there as well. Cheshire Cat, there's a rotation through. Are they going to be able to close the gap? It looks like Cheshire Cat does get himself away. Just in time. What's Rubik got himself? Got himself the refraction charges. He's going towards... Okay, that's going to be good going up against the TA. That Ghost Scepter. In fact, that's pretty much good against both cores. You know, the one and the two. Faceless Void as well as Arrow. They're grouping themselves up in the Radiant Jungle or around just this top quarter of the map.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Faceless Void.
Structures must have been fortified.
Yeah, they're a little bit spooked. Well, the Sentry Ward is there. So it sees this. I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's just on the edge of it. No. Oh, Pubba Telekinesis is going to be there. The Ignite as well. It's a Fire Blast coming through. Are they going to be able to take down Pubba? The reveal with the dust. And this Moonlight Shadow won't be able to work on Pubba. He's going to try and heal through this with the Nature's Attendance. The Body Block's coming through here from TSA now as well. Telekinesis. One more Fire Blast. It doesn't matter. It's going to be there for TSA. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, are they going to be able to get this kill? They are going to be able to find the Templar Assassin. So 2 good kills go in the way of Winstrike, and they could continue pushing up this lane if they wanted to. Maybe go for a tier 4 because they are starting to group up. Rubik's just going to push out this bottom lane, maybe try and drag this back. Needs to be careful of the Faceless Void. But maybe with the refraction charges, might be able to do something else there. It's going to be the time dilation. The right clicks of the refraction charges are going to be there. Ghost Scepter now as well. So, Faceless Void just can't do anything, and the word rotation's down. 12 to 8 though. 8k net worth, nearly 30 minutes in. Like I say, it's not really been the bloodbath that I was expecting with these two teams' drafts. But Winstrike just happy to play it sensibly. Just do a little bit of chip damage to the towers. Get themselves in, get themselves out when they're in danger, you know, take tactical fights.
Dire's bottom tower got blown to bits.
Look at this. Shadow Fiend even has himself the Scary. Are they going to go for this? Chronosphere is going to be there now as well. Shadow Fiend, it's going to be the mischance though. The BKB comes out, so the right clicks onto the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend is a really tanky boy though with that Titan Sliver. He will eventually go down. Arrow though will claim that kill. Naive takes down Kicks as well. Now Chicky's going to be able to get himself away from this. He blink strike himself down. The TP's are going to be there. The Arrow though, it keeps the Rubik locked down, so they're going to be able to get themselves 3 kills here. And Chicky gets the TP. He will be able to get himself out eventually.
The prize is mine.
So quite a nice fight. Good Chronosphere into the Arena of Blood on the other side there from Cheshire Cat. He's got himself the Dragon Scale now as well. So that's a little bit of extra armor, extra little bit of health regen. And they're going to step themselves into the Roche Pit. Once again, and this is great timing because no Shadow Fiend for 30 seconds. Do they have the vision on this? They don't have any sentries. Tricks of the Trade comes in. They're going to be seeing this really low Roshan. Are they going to try and go for the steal now once again? And if they're going to be able to get it once again. So, Timber Sword's going to be pinned to the tree. The right clicks come through. And they find his kill, but Ricky wants to carry on going. The Desolator damage, though, it's still a lot. The Blink Forward as well. He's going to be able to use that Manta style. And it looks like they're going to be able to take down Kicked. Telekinesis going to be used onto Cheshire Cat. And the buybacks come through from Winstrike. They want to be going for this, and it looks like Khan want to move themselves away. They don't want to be caught in this pit. They don't want to be caught in this fight. Chicky trying to chase down. They're going to be able to find Naive. Naive, does he get himself away from this with the telekinesis?
To life is paid.
And Tibusaur, he's had this Heaven's Harvard for a while. That craggy coat as well. He doesn't care about attack speed, he's all about the magic damage. Faceless Void does have the buyback. Chronosphere up in 30 if they can keep him. Just keep him. Oh, there's going to be the enchantment. Pins him now to the racks as well. The arrow comes through. This is going to be another dead Shadow Fiend. Or is it? Going to be able to walk himself to the edge of the Arena of Blood now as well. He gets to that Requiem. No. Yule Scepter. It stops him from getting that Requiem off. He's still, though. The right click comes through from the Templar Assassin. Chase out. And kicked once again. Caught in the enemy base. And killed off. Timbersaw, can he get this kill though? Can he get the bash? His focus. He's looking with the Lotus Orb to get himself away. He gets bashed as the Timber Chain comes out now as well. With the Chakram, but it looks like they are going to be able to lock down the Timbersaw, at least for now. He's trying to get himself away from this. But the Time Walk comes forward as well. The mischance as well. Focus, the arrow will slow him down. The impetus damage as well. The mischance though. Eventually they do kill him off. But it took quite a while. 3 kills again going the way of Khan, and they only give up the Mars. So I think for the first time this game, Khan are ahead in kills. An arrow. What's he got himself? What's he got himself coming out on the career? Is this going to be... That's the MKB. Really nice item here for arrow. Naive. Paladin Sword as well. The damage and the lifesteal. It's just going to be good sustain for him. The cheese there as well. Going to be really good for helping him sustain through these fights. In fact, they're not even going to go for the tier 2. TA just acting as a little bit of bait. Arrow now as well. Oh, the blink comes forward. That's going to be the Arena of Blood now as well. Is it going to be a Chronosphere to follow up? It looks like they're just going to keep the pin onto the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend being bounced around like a pinball inside this Arena of Blood. Chronosphere comes out on the back lines. They find themselves cheeky. The right clicks as well. Shadow Fiend will buy back for this. Chronosphere, though, stolen by the Rubik. It's still going to be the TA. The Faceless Void doing damage now as well. It looks like the rest of the team going to be unfreeze. Kick going to be taking a whole load of damage and finish off. The Silence as well. The Force Staff, though, it gets the Faceless Void out. And Shaky so low. The impetus. Cheshire Cat will pick it up with a spear. Pays with his life, but gets the kill, and now the Yule Scepter onto the Timbersaw. They're going to try and get themselves away. It looks like at least Pubba. Maybe Templar Assassin still goes down. Telekinesis, no. BKB does have an Aegis. Are they going to try and turn and fight? Oh, the meld. They don't have any reveal. Timber Chain will finish the kill. But Templar Assassin, yeah, there's going to be the Chakram on top as well. The refraction charges isn't going to be enough for the blink. He needs to wait for another few seconds. Those refraction charges, he's got one more left, and now the damage as well. But that blink dagger, just enough. An arrow caught out in the Chakram. The damage is there. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this? He just keeps himself inside the meld. And eventually will get that blink into the trees and the TP away.
My pet thanks you.
They just didn't have the reveal though. And the dust is going to come out, but it's going to be way too late. Yamich, what's he got himself? A gem? Took it off the Ogre Magi. Okay, so it's actually going to be the Marana that goes for the mech. Cheshire Cat, quick pause. Yeah, it looks like Enchantress sold off the headdress a while ago. Just going to go back. Actually has the Van Braces now with the extra health and the magic resist from the Van Braces. That's going to be great for the Enchantress's survivability. Does he have the mech? Did he buy that up then? He did. So the mech is completed for the Marana. Gonna be going back for the Guardian's Greaves. Like the magic boots into the Guardian's Greaves. That's actually... DD. Who's gonna get it though? Actually, what's his BKB down to here? Okay, we're gonna get ourselves unpaused. Yeah, BKB down to 7 seconds here on the Templar Assassin. There's Yamich. Oh, he's looking maybe for the arrow. He turned his back a little bit too quickly. Because that would have been a point blank arrow there onto Young G. Maybe he wasn't sure where the rest of the heroes were. Just didn't want to go for it when there might have been a full backup squad for Winstrike here on Young G. Looks like as well, Ricky, they are going to be able to spot through the trees with this ward as TSA. Oh, Pubba. No! Enchantress once again. The Ignite comes out for the slow. Pubba, Timber Chain as well, isn't going to be able to get himself away from this. Chakram as well as the Whirling Death. Damage coming through. There's going to be the 5 loss as well. Pubba's going to try and go for the TP after all the stuns come out. There is no telekinesis now. Back on the mid lane. It looks like they tried to find Shadow Fiend as well as Ricky. And what did they drop for that? Was that a... No, it wasn't a Chronosphere. Okay.
Blessings.
So Chicky... just going to be leading the line. And remember, it's still a racks down here for the Dire. Which means that they need to be careful about how long they leave the base for. Because this mid lane will push in. Time after time. And even losing, yeah, the tier 3 as well as the range racks, it will be a lot slower, but that will still push in. Mars is going to go for the big wraparound. He does have the Blink Dagger on this fight if he wants to. The arrow is going to be point blank there onto Chicky now as well. Arena of Blood gets dropped on the back line too. They're going to be catching up. They catch up the Shadow Fiend. Chronosphere comes through onto the Rubik as well as Chicky now as well. Do they have the damage to take Chicky down? It looks like even with that Lotus Orb, no, the Tricks and Trade, it comes off. They might be able to turn out on the Faceless Void. Faceless Void able to get that time walk back up to the higher ground. It looks like Pubba's not going to be able to get himself away that easy though. Waiting around Arrow, they have the reveal though onto the TA, the damage comes through, they find the kill. Has the buyback available, has to use it now as well. So this tier 3 tower's already down, so the racks have been exposed. This is going to be another lane of racks.
The Dire's bottom racks is done for.
As it looks like, oh, Faceless Void gets caught out, Tricks of the Trade silenced up, he has no buyback, he's down for 110 seconds. And ladies and gents, I think this might just be the game unless TA can do something miraculous.
The Dire couldn't hang on.
The right clicks, he's gonna go for it now as well, but he gets stunned up.
How about that? Dire's mid
And
tower.
Mars is dead. GG's just gonna be called Khan. They fought back, but that last fight, they just couldn't get the positioning right. They were too spread out. If you saw, the Shadow Fiend got caught in the Arena of Blood, the Rubik and the Ricky and the Chronosphere. I think they were still going on kicked in the base as well as the Timbersaw. So that last fight was all over the place, and Winstrike were able to capitalize on the confusion, the chaos of that fight, and kept everyone alive. Instead of looking for pick-off after pick-off after pick-off, Khan were just too spread out in that fight, and it really cost them. Winstrike able to turn it around and come back and end the game. 21-19, 36 seconds and 35... Let me get this again. 36 minutes and 55 seconds. There we go. An 8k net worth lead for Winstrike. They are going to be taking game number 1. It is a best of 3 though, guys, so we have at least one more game to come, so stick around for that as we take a break, play some ads, pay the bills, and we'll be back with game number 2.